Hello and welcome you all in Classroom Notes by Rekha Jain. Dear students, this video is in continuation with my previous video where I have told you the techniques of writing a debate. Since debate is an important exercise of your writing skills, so I am again telling you with a sample answer. In my previous video, I have given you the sample answer for the motion. Here I am giving you the sample answer against the motion. My dear students, first of all, subscribe my channel if you have not yet, and do press the like icon and notification icon so as to get my latest videos. So let's start. I'll again brief you first with the techniques of writing a debate. Dear students, a debate is a conversation between two or more people with questions and counter questions. In a written exam, the candidate is supposed to be facing the objection and so replies in the speech in the form of a written statement. You have to use intonation, that means high pitch or low pitch volume, while you are on the stage. You have to maintain the eye contact with audience, especially the jury members. Sign language is important as well. Now here are good debates characteristics qualities. Opening and closing lines should be strong, questioning and touching straight to the audience hearts. For this, either self-coined relevant to the topic, some rhyming lines or some invoking lines can be used. Never forget to underline them. Always use present tense. Past to be used only when you are quoting an example or incident of the past. Then you have to address the people sitting there, that is the chief guest, the dignitaries and the jury members, with self-introduction and never disclose your own name. Tell the name given in the question, or if you are on the stage, always speak the number. At 4 or 5 points, some rhetorical language like I wonder why my worthy opponent feels like that, or how sad, how pathetic, mind-boggling, and towards the last point, never forget to force jury to agree with you and speak only one-sided motion. This is very, very important. And what type of mistake do the students commit? I have told in my previous video. I am not boring you repeating the same lines. And then you have to end your speech with a startling result, and no solution is to be given unlike a speech. And if you end your debate with some again relevant rhyming line, you will definitely have an extra edge over others. And never forget to thank the sitting people there. Now let us start the debate on photojournalists are the real vultures. Now just note students, the motion is the same, but here I am presenting the sample answers against the motion. So starting lines, opening lines, I have highlighted in black color. You can underline in your exam because you don't have the liberty of using any other ink. Okay. Photojournalists are the angels in disguise who protect the sufferers from malaise by highlighting their plight. Now see students, all the three lines are rhyming with each other. Now address the audience there. Good morning, honorable chief guest, eminent personalities, my able contenders and impartial jury members. Today now see, I have not disclosed my name. Today I have got this $1 million chance to debate on the motion, photojournalists are the real vultures. My stance is a big no. My dear friends, those who call the photojournalists vultures, how do they forget that these only bring the plight of those in distress to invoke the general conscience, and 1 million hands are extended for their help? More so, a journalist's job is to report the story at a deeper level. I salute the guiding force behind reporting facts to focus on the deeper reasons behind the issue. Yes, I do agree that the Guwahati video of a girl being molested seems to be an appalling curiosity and morbid delight. But here, I want you all to realize that righteousness can only be derivative of goodness. What is right on the part of a journalist should be good enough. You must be asking how? That's because the culprits are nabbed because of the journalists only. And let me substantiate with an incident of many years ago. What a journalist spoke on the advice given by Martin Luther King to a journalist and a photojournalist, seeing a small children being shoved to the ground by policemen, stopped taking pictures and went to help them. As a result, Ron F. Smith, who wrote a book on journalism and ethics, mentioned, and see his lines, "The world doesn't know that this happened because you didn't photograph it." I'm not being cold-blooded about it. Now, see, dear students, I refer to here Ron F. Smith. I'm not being cold-blooded about it, but it's so much important for you to take a picture of us getting beaten up than for you to be another person joining in the fray. Now, see, students, these lines are the a clear glimpse of what is the duty of the photojournalist and how do they help the society, especially those who are suffering. Hope all of you will agree with me that photojournalists can't always put the cameras on the ground. Let's now talk about the plight of the migrant workers. My able opponent who just cited that photojournalists cook their bread by shooting them. I asked them, had they not been shot up and telecast, you, me, and all other eminent guests of this august assembly would not have known about them. Even the Lady Ivanka wouldn't have praised the Herculean effort of such people who what they are made heroes in distress. And I am sure these examples are the eye-openers. So, I vehemently oppose the motion that photojournalists are the vultures. Now see, students, note the points I've told in the techniques I've used here in my speech. So do I expect you to use in your debate whenever you write or you are on the stage. Hope to meet you soon. Till then, bye-bye.